Well, this is the large block plane I picked up for 25 bucks up at a antique store. Handle's in good shape. Block itself, no cracks, nothing on there. Is in good shape as well. Irons are a little rusting, so what we're going to do with this one is clean up the irons, go ahead and sand everything down and give it a nice coat of oil to make it look nice and shiny. So there's the wedge. And as you can see, these are pretty rusty. So we'll go ahead and we'll get a screwdriver and unclamp the two of these and get them cleaned up. I have no idea where my big screwdriver went, but this is a real thick scraper, so we'll use that. Yeah, it's definitely going to need some attention. So this is quite possibly one of the worst bench grinder ever, but it was like $5 at a yard sale, so I can't complain too much, I guess. But anytime you put any sort of a load on it in the brushes or on here, it kind of bogs it down. So. But we make do with what we have. So maybe some of you tool buffs out there can tell me what I've got here. It says Sandusky Tool Co. And I think it says Warrenfield or something like that. And it says CACT Steel. So maybe some of you guys that know a little more about these old block planes can tell me if what in the world I got, because I don't know other than it's a big block plane. Thank you. So I think it says warranted cast steel. Sandusky Tool Co. Warranted cast steel. So there's definitely still a bit of pitting and rust on these guys. We got the rust primarily cleaned off. We'll get some oil on there. And I think on the this we'll be able to still get a decent edge on it. Yeah, not too terrible. Definitely knew it was rusty, but we'll get some oil and put a nice edge on that, and we'll have a nice cheap I think it was 28-inch block plane. I'd like to make a large workshop or workbench, and so it'll be nice to have a long stable plane to shave that down and get a nice smooth top on there, and rather than going out and buying like a little handheld surface planer, man, you can't beat working with a nice block plane like that. So we'll go ahead and get this thing sharpened and put it in there and see if it'll cut. Unfortunately, I don't have a nice set of stones. I just got this cheap one, but it'll get us close enough. So we'll go ahead and we'll kind of rock until we find our angle. And keep going until we get this thing sharp. Well, I've fought and fought and fought with this thing. It still has a pretty good round right in the center here. But we've got it, I think, sharp enough where it'll it'll cut nicely. So we'll go ahead and give it a go and see how it does. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of oil on these guys, help keep them from rusting further. And as I keep using this thing, I'll keep on working on it. But I've had about all I can do for one day and in one sitting. So we'll put it back together and see if she'll cut. So I thought and thought and thought about this plane, and sanding it down and doing a little refinishing on it, and here's the decision I came to. I like it the way it is. So I'm just going to throw these irons back in there and go to town with it. Well, it's cutting some nice strips out, and we certainly got some more tuning to do on it and some more tweaking, but it certainly works. So as far as making a glue lamb table out of 2x4s or 2x6s and making a nice workbench, I think that'll do quite nice on the top and getting it nice and smooth. So I look forward to making that. Please take a moment, if you like the video, to like it, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.